You're standing near the edge of a balcony. Nobody pushed you. Nothing is actually wrong. But your stomach drops anyway. Your palms go damp. Some part of you steps back before your conscious mind even decides to move. Why does a railing and a few feet of empty air do that to you? What if that reaction isn't about the balcony at all? What if it's about something your body has been carrying for 4 million years? Go back. Not to your childhood. Further than that. Back to the trees. Your earliest primate ancestors spent most of their lives above the ground. Branches were home. Branches were safety. The forest floor was where the predators were. A fall from a branch wasn't a minor accident. It was often the difference between living and dying. Evolution doesn't reward creatures that learn caution the slow way. It rewards creatures whose bodies already know to be afraid before the first mistake ever happens. Psychologists Eleanor Gibson and Richard Walk proved this in 1960. They built something called a visual cliff, a table with a checkerboard pattern that appeared to drop off sharply on one side, even though clear glass extended safely across the whole surface. Infants, some barely old enough to crawl, were coaxed by their mothers toward the deep-looking side. Most of them wouldn't go. Nobody had taught them to fear falling. No one explained gravity. The fear simply showed up, wired in, ready before it was ever needed. That's the signature of something ancient, something older than personal experience. Neuroscientists trace part of this to a small structure deep in your brain called the amygdala. Think of it as an alarm system that reacts before the thinking part of your mind catches up. When your eyes register a sharp drop, the amygdala can trigger fear before you've even finished processing what you're looking at. That's why your stomach lurches on a glass observation deck, even while you're calmly telling yourself the glass can hold 10 elephants. Your rational brain knows you're safe. Older machinery doesn't care. Here's the strange part. Researchers studying acrophobia have found the fear doesn't spike at just any height. It spikes when the ground is visible and the edge is unprotected. A pilot at 30,000 feet inside a sealed cabin rarely feels that lurch. Someone standing at the edge of an open rooftop does. Why, if this is really about danger? Because your alarm system was never calibrated to measure actual risk. It was calibrated for one specific scenario: a visible edge, a visible drop, no branch to grab. Anthropologist Sarah Blaffer Hrdy has written about how much of early primate life revolved around exactly that tension, staying high enough to escape predators while never fully trusting the height itself. That tension didn't disappear when your ancestors came down from the trees. It just went quiet, waiting inside your nervous system for millions of years. So think about that balcony again. Your rational mind sees a railing, some potted plants, a nice view. Underneath that, an older passenger rides along inside you, one that has never seen steel or glass, reacting to that ledge exactly the way it would react to a cliff on the African savanna 4 million years ago. Every flinch, every damp palm, every step back from the edge is a kind of inheritance. The next time you feel that drop in your stomach on a balcony or a bridge, that isn't your mind malfunctioning. That's a 4 million-year-old warning system doing exactly the job it was built for. You're not on a branch anymore, but some part of you never got the memo.